Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Berger Paints.
Ladies and gentlemen, question being asked is Twitter anti-Hindu? Twitter has blocked key handles from Bangladesh, including ISKCON. Now, the ISKCON handles were the handles putting out the truth about the almost genocidal attack on Hindus there, the targeted killings and attacks on Hindus, the murder of Hindus there. So does Twitter not want the world to take note of the atrocities? There has been a pattern to such actions. Let's debate.
A total of 101 religious sites, including Hindu temples and puja mandaps in Bangladesh, have been attacked. At least 181 shops and homes in Bangladesh have been attacked in the past 6 days. 5 days ago, ISKCON temple and devotees in Noakhali, Bangladesh were subject to a brutal attack. And Twitter's response has been to block all handles shedding light on this attack, including that of ISKCON Bangladesh.
Twitter has now acted on accounts that are affiliated with ISKCON. It has blocked the accounts, and if I can just show you some of the accounts that have been blocked here. The ISKCON official verified Twitter account has said, we call on Twitter to clarify the reason on why ISKCON BDH, that is one of the accounts, and Unity Council BD are currently unavailable. The statement has come from Yudhishthir Govinda Das, who is the ISKCON communications head.
This is part of an anti-Hindu pattern of Twitter, where smash Brahminical patriarchy posters are raised, pro-Hindu handles are blocked, and blue ticks of leaders who espouse Hindutva are removed. Surprisingly, Twitter, which seeks to block those speaking for Bangladeshi Hindus, has not blocked those calling for dismantling global Hindutva, or those spreading fake news about Hindus attacking a Muslim man in Ghaziabad, or even the Taliban spokesperson for that matter. By censoring those speaking on ethnic cleansing of Hindus in Bangladesh, Twitter has proven it is against Hindus, and now it is time to call it out. Let's debate.
Many believe that the deletion of the Twitter handles of ISKCON Bangladesh and the Bangladesh Hindu Unity Council reeks, most unfortunately, of Twitter's anti-Hindu agenda. Twitter has been in the past also blocking and deleting the few voices which bring to the notice of the world the atrocities on the Hindu community in Bangladesh. And Twitter has not responded to ISKCON's clarifications. So is Twitter trying to deliberately hide the atrocities in Bangladesh? And there's a pattern here we can't ignore. With us tonight is Dr. Salim Mahmood, the Secretary of Information and Research, Central Executive Committee of the Bangladesh Awami League. Devarshish Srivas Das is Director of ISKCON Youth Forum Bangladesh, and the very well-known and respected Taslima Nasreen is joining me tonight from Delhi. Thank you, Taslima ji. Ratan Sharda, Francois Guatia, Tuhin Sinha, Ravi Srivastava Nirban, and Syed Asad Abbas are on the debate. May I begin by asking you, who do you think has asked Twitter to take the ISKCON handle down? And what does this in view reflect, Taslima ji?
You know, I really get surprised because ISKCON Bangladesh is a victim of radical Islamists. And those radical Islamist accounts, Twitter accounts and Facebook accounts exist. They were not deleted. And those jihadists who attacked Hindus
Yeah.
and who attacked ISKCON,
Yeah.
they have been doing Islamic propaganda against Hindus, against women.
Yeah.
But Twitter never deleted their accounts. Here, ISKCON Bangladesh is a victim, and victim's account is deleted. It means that Twitter doesn't want to tell the truth. And
Yeah.
also Bangladesh government also doesn't want the world should know the truth. So that, I don't know, it's Bangladesh government or Twitter. They try to censor victim ISKCON, and also they black out Bangladesh media because they were afraid that the truth, people would know the truth outside Bangladesh. But anyway, the world knows the truth now.
You're questioning the Bangladesh government. I'd like to go across to Dr. Salim Mahmood, who's Secretary of Information and Research, Central Executive Committee of the Bangladesh Awami League. Dr. Mahmood, would you like to respond to what Taslima Nasreen seems to say? She seems to say that Twitter has acted possibly on the persuasion or provocation of the Bangladesh government. What's your stand on this? You represent the ruling party.
Actually, yes. With due respect to Ms. Taslima Nasreen, actually, I could not listen her properly. What she wants to say regarding Twitter and ISKCON, actually. But apparently what I understand, that she was trying to say that Bangladesh government deliberately ignored the atrocity of Twitter and other online issues. But the fact remains that is not the real picture. Actually, the government has been extremely sensitive and responsive to the issue from the very from the very outset of the issue that happened in Kumilla. That is my hometown. My original hometown is in Chatpur. But I visited Kumilla the day when the incident happened. I visited Hajiganj in Chatpur. I visited Noakhali, and other high-powered delegations from Bangladesh Awami League sent by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. They visited all the affected areas. Honestly speaking, the government of Bangladesh, under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, she is very serious to address the issue. The moment when she heard the first incident in Kumilla, she sent directives to her administrative different tiers, law enforcement agencies.
But Dr. Mahmood, you represent the ruling party of Sheikh Hasina.
Yes.
You represent the power of the Bangladesh government. I think I'll let Taslima Nasreen explain to you once more. She seems to be asking you why you are not putting your full weight behind ISKCON, and why the government of Bangladesh does not fight against Twitter, in example, in this case, on behalf of ISKCON. Am I correct? I mean, she seems to indicate that you're against ISKCON as far as this Twitter issue is concerned. Why don't you put an official complaint? No. Why don't you pick this up as a government with Twitter?
Yes. Now,
am I understanding you correctly, Taslima ji? Am I understanding you correctly, Mr. Nasreen? Because he missed a bit of what you said.
You know what he's saying, that Prime Minister is very sensitive. She visited every places where Hindus were attacked. But you know, in the past 9 years, the Bangladeshi human rights organizations said that 3,700 something attacks on Hindus occurred in Bangladesh, and no one was brought to justice. No one was punished for that.
No, this is
you know,
this
and
is
also
not correct.
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina created the new law which is, 57, Section 57 of ICT Act. So if you criticize,
Yes.
jihadists, Islamists, or if you do critical scrutiny of Islam, or if you, criticize Sheikh Hasina, then you will be punished. But those jihadists and Islamists are never punished. Sheikh Hasina built thousands of mosques, millions of mosques and madrasas. But she doesn't build secular schools, universities, science academies. She doesn't try to make people have scientific
Countering you now,
so
Dr. Salim Mahmood. No, he's responding to you, Taslima ji. Yes, Dr. Mahmood.
Yes.
Have you been while your images and you want to portray globally and everywhere in the world and to India and everywhere that you are progressive, and no doubt you are compared to the more radicalized and fundamental elements in Bangladesh, and we know that. Have you softened vis-a-vis Islamists, vis-a-vis the more fundamentalist forces? Is there some kind of a compromise? Otherwise, why don't you go straight to Twitter and put a government complaint?
Yes, I'm telling you, actually, the real picture. And what Mr. Nasreen said, this is a very cheap and sweeping comment. This is the comments of the opposition BNP and Islamist groups in Bangladesh and other so-called human rights organizations. I'm telling, if the number, what she mentioned, that during the reign of Sheikh Hasina, several thousands attacks were committed against Hindu population and Hindu homes. This is not correct. Secondly, the incidents, whatever incidents happen, suppose the Ramu in the medias, even in India and in Bangladesh, some critics of the government, they are saying that the incident in Ramu, it was not addressed. This is not correct. 300 people.
Also on the debate tonight,
arrested.
Devarshi Srivas Das is responding from Sylhet. Devarshi Das, he's the director of ISKCON. Sorry, you agree with that? Mr. Das, your handle's been blocked. The representative of Bangladesh ruling party says we've done a lot. Why have your handles been blocked? You've been listening on to this. Would you like to respond to the representative of the Bangladesh Awami League, please?
Actually, we are watching at the morning that in the one page, Cyber 71, they said that ISKCON published some propaganda. That's why Twitter blocked the ISKCON account. So then I talked with Dhaka, and they said that we have no ISKCON accounts like that. Then I discussed with the authority like ISKCON, then our two devotees, Yudhishthir Govinda Prabhu and also Radharamana Prabhu, and they said that we got the information from the Twitter. And I discussed and I found that any congregation devotees, they had that Twitter account. And then I contacted with Cyber 71, and they said that they deleted the previous one. And they said that the ISKCON said that they had no account, official account. But the Twitter account was there, but it was not handled by the official ISKCON. But that Twitter actually contains the propagandas, like what happened, the scenario.
How is that propaganda? Isn't that the truth? How is that propaganda? How is it propaganda? I think it's
propaganda.
a truth.
That cannot be propaganda. That was real things they said.
That's what I'm saying.
Radharaman Prabhu and Yudhishthir Govinda Prabhu, they are finding the information by that Twitter.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I lost the video there. Are you back? Yeah. My point is, Dr. Mahmood,
my request to the Twitter authority that if there are any issues of our video, then they can stop the video, but they cannot suspend the account.
No, but what would the problem about the video be? My point is different. Taslima Nasreen is on the debate. We're opening it up now. My point is my point is out here, and I want to go to Syed Abbas and Tuhin Sinha out here. What is the problem in showing the video? People have been killed. Show the video. You can't censor the truth. Durga Puja pandals have been attacked. brought down, destroyed. Show the video. People have been ransacked. Hindu homes there's been arson. Hindu homes have been set ablaze. They've been gutted. Temples have been destroyed. A body is lying in the middle of a pond. A particular religion, people following the Hindu religion have been targeted and killed. Show the video. I'm saying, why would one not want to show the video? Why? Because it makes one uncomfortable. And I asked Syed Abbas, tell Tuhin Sinha, why would you get uncomfortable when that's the very truth? Would you shut down the truth? Would you shut down the truth? And why would Twitter, I'm sorry, I'm taking forward the point and sorry to take a little more time. Why would Twitter, Syed Abbas, allow Taliban and Talibanis to run Twitter accounts, but not ISKCON? No. Why is the Taliban allowed and not ISKCON? Please tell me.
Okay.
The nation wants to know, why does Twitter allow Taliban and not ISKCON?
Okay. All right, Arnab. First, let me take this opportunity on Republic TV and condemn what happened in Bangladesh. I'm very glad that the ISKCON has also
come to the point fast.
Communication to the United Nations, and they must, Sheikh Hasina especially, must and should take action on this. Now, coming to Twitter. Arnab, it is not just Taliban or ISKCON, me or you or anyone in this world. Anyone who uploads a video which shows violence is banned, irrespective of the religion. Twitter is a business enterprise, financial enterprise. It's a multinational company. Twitter has no religion. So therefore, what Twitter did is absolutely right. You cannot upload videos which are of graphical, visual representation. That is the rule and policy of Twitter. So therefore,
these apologists find one way or the other to defend the indefensible.
Absolutely not,
Arnab,
sir. Well,
can
Mr.
I come in now?
You're on Twitter. The same rule applies
at the end of the day, you are defending the indefensible. Fair enough, you made your point. Arnab, the genocidal attack on Hindus in Bangladesh is another glaring manifestation of the fact that radical Islamists hold the biggest threat to the civilized world. But what is equally baffling is the kind of sway. What is equally baffling is the kind of sway they have begun to have on social media platforms, which would not be possible without support from left liberals and white-collar Islamists. Now, there are two aspects of the problem to the issue over here. One, Twitter needs to explain their action. Twitter needs, you've got your chance. If you're upset about the use of my word, white-collar Islamist, that was not for you. But if you are guilty, you don't need to feel guilty about my usage of the word white-collar Islamist. Now the point is, let me complete my point. There are two aspects to the issue over here. There are two, let me complete my point. There are two aspects to the issue over here. One, Twitter needs to explain its action. Was it under pressure from certain sections of the ruling dispensation in Bangladesh? Number two,
was it under pressure? No, 1 minute. Your question goes again. Dr. Salim Mahmood was take that. For the second time on the debate, Dr. Salim Mahmood of the Bangladesh Awami League. 1 minute, the question goes out from Tuhin Sinha's national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He's asking you a specific question. Please go ahead. Now address the question. 1 minute. 1 minute. No, before you respond. Tuhin, ask the question. Ask the question directly, please. Yeah. Tuhin, go on. Go on. Explain.
So there are two aspects to the issue over here. That's what I was saying. Point number one, Twitter needs to explain, was this action taken under any kind of pressure from, either a section of the ruling dispensation in Bangladesh or whosoever in Bangladesh. Number two, Twitter, by and large, has been found to have poor discretionary abilities. So,
one minute. Why
has it not
on the first point, on the first point, Ratan Sharda, the point is, what he's saying is that Twitter needs to explain whether it had any role, whether it was nudged by the Bangladesh government. It's a very specific question. Did the Bangladesh government ask Twitter, because it's a big mystery, to pull down these videos? In which case and point the question goes, why did the Bangladesh government take such a position? Now, you do understand, Mr. Mahmood, these are serious questions. For the second time you're being asked the question. Ratan Sharda, what do you think?
Yes.
Ratan Sharda first. Ratan Sharda, and then I'll come back to you, Mr. Mahmood. Yeah, Ratan Sharda.
Arnab, though I have complaints for the ruling party for acting very late, for more than a week this program against Hindus is going on, so they should have acted much faster. But I doubt whether Twitter needed their nudging to stop these videos, because Twitter has been behaving like this for many years. They have blocked accounts for much simpler reasons. Today, a friend of mine's account was blocked because he said for Islamists, all Hindus are Kafirs. Now, this is official position of the Islam. What was wrong in that? Even that was blocked. There is no graphic content. So Islam has an inbuilt AI for blocking any Hindu-related issues, and this particular approach to blocking every kind of demonization, allowing every kind of demonization, suppression, and oppression of Hindus has been there for years now, since dismantling of global Hindus, as rightly pointed out. It has been going on.
Yeah, that's
Accounts
true.
are blocked at pleasure, and this
Mr.
kind of
Sardar,
horrendous crime is also disturbed. Please allow me to
this?
complete. My bigger
Mr.
issue is
Sardar,
what is
are you
international
holding
community
the
doing?
Bangladesh Awami
Please
League
don't
government
try to whitewash.
responsible for
Please
this?
allow me to complete.
No, if you
My
believe
biggest
that the
problem is
Twitter has
why
acted
international
in the
community is
wrong
quiet.
manner.
The community
No,
which
please,
rose for
please,
just
please, we
one
have been
picture of
speaking
a
for so
child,
long. Answer this.
that they opened
Are you
millions
holding
of
the
doors
Bangladesh
in Europe
government
for
responsible
the
for
refugees
this?
of Syria. Why this international community is keeping...
What is the position of the Indian government? On one hand, the BJP
1946
says
in
that
Bangladesh,
this is an
why a
internal
secular
matter of
crowd
Bangladesh,
sitting here has
and
kept
on the other
quiet?
hand,
Why
the
international
BJP
community is kept
holding
quiet?
rallies.
Why UNO,
So
UNHRC has
we
kept
ask
quiet?
as
That is my
Indian
question.
citizens
This global
of our own
approach to
government,
not
that what
looking
is
at
its
Hindu
position? What is the
persecution,
position of
Hindu
the Indian
oppression,
government?
by whitewashing
Has there
it,
been
including
any
gender
comment?
A question here.
shouting without understanding what I'm saying.
No. I would a minute. You see, Anirban, not two, more than one together, please. Thank you. Anirban, 1 minute. Fact is, Anirban, I can't hear him. Can the audio be increased, Anand, please, a little bit in the studio? Thank you. Anirban, listen. Twitter has been, I'll make a statement and you can speak for or against it, all right? Here's my statement. My statement, Francois Guatia, welcome on the program, please. Unless I invite you, they won't let you in. So let me do the honors here. You see, Anirban, Twitter is seen to be anti-Hindu, period. Twitter has an anti-Hindu position, right? Twitter CEO says, he comes to India and he says, smash Brahminical patriarchy, right? Then the true Indology handle that aims to celebrate Hindu culture is deleted. The blue tick was removed. 1 minute. The blue tick was removed, was it not, from the RSS chief's account before it was restored after it was called out? And while this happens, 1 minute, relax, Anirban. While this happens, the Talibanis are having a field day. Taliban is all over Twitter. You get my point. And now, therefore, what is happening in the context of the ISKCON handle is a case in point. Francois, please, Francois.
Okay, I want to say two things. The first thing is that the ethnic cleansing of Hindus in Bangladesh has been going on for decades. And we in the Shivaji Maharaj Museum have an exhibition on the ethnic cleansing of Hindus. They were 26% in 1947, and today I think they're 5 or 6%. So it's not a new thing. Two, we have to look towards China. The Chinese government has a very strong stance against, Twitter or Google or anything, and they act. Here we have a government, the BJP, which is silent. The silence of the BJP government on the ethnic cleansing Hindus is deafening. It should be for the government of Mr. Modi to say stop to the Bangladesh government, and I think that would be enough. But the government is silent. It's allowing the cleansing of Hindus in Bangladesh.
Tuhin wants to respond to that.
Tuhin in Kashmir.
Tuhin in the middle. Tuhin in the middle. Tuhin.
But some of the BJP leaders actually.
Tuhin is responding to Francois. Tuhin.
Some of the BJP leaders are actually praising the BJP Bangladesh government.
Wrong to say. It would be wrong to say that the government has been soft on Twitter. In fact, the government made Twitter comply to the new regulations, despite its best attempts to hoodwink the same. But for every instance, we appreciate the fact
Francois,
explain the complication over here.
But it is not standing up for Hindus. And I'm not a Hindu, I'm a Westerner, so I'm not biased. But I think that the government has been very soft when it comes
Can I have Francois and Tuhin, please? Thank you, Anand.
Are being taken up discreetly. These issues so I'm sure these issues are being taken up discreetly at the highest levels with Bangladesh. But given the fact that the present Premier of Bangladesh has generally been very progressive and been protective towards Hindus, we are giving that benefit of doubt. But that does not mean that this is not being taken up at the highest level discreetly.
No, I think that if the government of Mr. Modi would say something, it would have a great effect. And look at the Chinese. The Chinese would never allow such a thing to happen. Anything against the Chinese government stands for them.
Okay.
But anything against the
now I come back on a moot point. We're going a little off track. I'll come back on the moot point. My debate tonight is on what Twitter has done. And on that, may I please invite Ratan Sharda to come back into the debate, and Taslima ji is of course with us. Ratan Sharda and Ravi Srivastav. Tell me, Ravi, without taking a predetermined position on the issue, how is Taliban still allowed on Twitter? Just think clearly for once. Twitter has blocked the account of ISKCON, but Talibani Saeed Koshti's account, which shows terrorist Sirajuddin Haqqani promising plots of land for families of jihadis and suicide bombers, is allowed. Think rationally, Ravi.
Arnab, I think this Twitter is pro-radicals everywhere. I think you remember that the Mahathir's code on which the Charlie Hebdo's case, the Twitter remained silent and that tweet was viral across the world.
Be brave.
Want to say,
Ravi Srivastav, be brave.
Twitter is not.
Be brave, say that Islamic radicals. Don't remove the word Islamic because your argument is about Islamic radicals.
The internet does not depend upon Twitter.
Don't be apologetic.
The Twitter is one media only. If somebody has to spread the viral videos, there are various
the point
methods.
was not that.
The internet is open
The point was not that.
The point is bias of Twitter, Mr. Ravi Srivastav.
Twitter has got
Mr. Srivastav, point is the bias.
Okay, I'll give a second example. Let me get it Taslima Nasreen and Syed Abbas. 1 minute. Let me get it Taslima Nasreen and Syed Abbas, two at a time. Syed Abbas, could you please explain and debate with Taslima Nasreen the following point? How is it that the peace-loving ISKCON's Twitter account is blocked, but Zakir Naik, who's wanted all over for hate speeches, who has fled the country and who is linked to the 2016 Dhaka cafe terrorist attack, is on the platform? Just explain this to me. I don't know how Twitter works. You explain to me.
Certainly, Arnab.
No, don't explain to me. Explain to Taslima Nasreen. Yeah.
Certainly, I should do that. Undoubtedly, Arnab, there is no two ways about it. You did say ISKCON is indeed a symbol and epitome of peace and love. The International Society of Krishna Consciousness and the work they are doing is brilliant, fantastic. The fact of the matter, Arnab, Twitter, I tell you how it works. I've been over the last 7 to 8 years, I've been on Twitter. And the fact of the matter, any individual, entity, organization, government, any of which uploads a video which is of graphic visual representation.
Oh, please. No. Stop right there. Stop right there. Please, don't give me a textbook answer. Someone who suffered the wrong side of Twitter is Taslima Nasreen herself. She'll tell you how many times her account has been blocked. The problem is you put blinkers on.
Not blinkers.
No,
not
you have.
Blinkers at all.
Because if Taslima Nasreen's accounts are blocked, it's fine.
if Taslima Nasreen, Arnab Goswami, or a Syed Abbas, or a Republic TV violates the terms, conditions of Twitter, Twitter being a body which functions by itself.
On that, I put a counter. Who's countering? Would Taslima Nasreen like to counter? Okay, Taslima Nasreen puts a counter. I know Tohini, you want to come in. Taslima.
Can I counter?
Taslima, no, Taslima Nasreen's turn, please. Yeah.
You know, I think that ISKCON was showing how that ISKCON building was, destroyed by those radical Islamists. I think that we should know the people outside Bangladesh, also inside Bangladesh, who were not witnessing the atrocities, should know what was happening, because we have to react. We have to protest against all kinds of atrocities. And Bangladesh media, was silent because it was, victim of blackout. So how would people know about the truth? So, of course, the Twitter many times, banned my account on not only Twitter, Facebook. Whenever I do critical scrutiny of Islam, Twitter, Facebook always ban, me and also people like me. So we are free thinkers. We are, fighting for
Islam.
Good
Tomorrow,
society.
if you do that with respect to Christianity, Hinduism, or Islam, my friend Tuhin Sinha spoke that Twitter is left liberal. But my friend Tuhin, I think that is a self-goal, my friend. If Twitter was it was left liberal, why would it even care about religion? Because left liberals do not care about religion. Left liberals believe religion is the opium of the
That's
masses.
the very interesting part. There is a growing nexus between a section of pseudo-liberals and Islamists which is visible to the world, which you won't see. That's the funny part. Today the so-called liberals are pseudo-liberals. Their nexus with the Islamists is a well-known fact.
So do
And
not
they are the
Tuhin.
influencers who
It
are
has nothing to do with
wreaking havoc
religion.
upon the world.
Twitter,
They are the influencers who are covering up the worst sins of the
Twitter has
Islamists.
the holy book. So therefore, we need to understand
No, I
that
think,
Twitter does not
today
run
you
on
have
a holy
turned out
book.
to be...
No. You made a point here. You made a point here. Ratan Sharda is on the debate. Ratan Sharda, 1 minute. You made a point here. Ratan Sharda, I want to counter earlier point he made here. He said the rules are all equal to all.
Has Twitter not shown an unlimited number of footages in attack by Islamists in Europe, in UK, cars moving down people, guns killing people? Are they not uploaded on the Twitter? They are. But because Hindus are poor, because Hindus don't shout, Hindus don't cry, their voices are oppressed, they are suppressed, they are demonized. No international body has stood up for the persecuted Hindus across the world. They one simple child's photo was made to make millions to go to Europe. But the rape of 10-year-old girl, death of the 10-year-old girl was simply removed. It has not shaken up people. No world body has got shaken up by death of a 10-year-old child gang rape. And if that is shown on the Twitter, I will be banned. That is the attitude of Twitter. So all these liberal stories are bunkum. It is simply an agenda. Agenda is to demonize a community. Don't show the persecution of the community, but support all useless people who are supporting left rebels.
If you are really so caring about
the Hindus in Bangladesh,
why don't you pressurize the BJP government in India
come on screen,
to speak with the Bangladesh government? Even your MP Subramaniam Swamy,
what did you do? You were quiet when Bengal was burning. You were quiet when Hindus in Bengal was burning.
The government in India is run by the BJP. What do you mean by what did you do? The BJP MP Subramaniam Swamy has criticized the Narendra Modi government for remaining silent.
That has nothing to do with the issue at point. 1 second. One last point. Thank you very much. The last point I want to make tonight is, thank you. The only point I want to make is, how is it, and last food for thought from my side, how is it that Twitter blocks the account of ISKCON, but accounts of the people who shared fake videos of the Ghaziabad assault to falsely claim that the old Muslim man was forced to say Jai Shri Ram that those Twitter handles have still not been suspended. Ladies, simple case, ladies and gentlemen, of dual standards by Twitter. Dual standards. And moving on now.